Alright guys, big mistake by somebody new to me with YouTube. I had the DJI Osmo filming in the regular rectangle mode for Instagram like I'm used to. Obviously this YouTube stuff is new to me, so I'm going to put this at the beginning of the video so you guys know there's going to be a couple clips filmed not in landscape mode. So just hang tight, it's just going to be a couple minutes. It's not going to look crazy the whole time. So thank you guys. What is going on, guys? Welcome to my first video. I'm just going to take you guys through a day in the life. Obviously, I've never made one of these before, so I'm going to start vlogging a little bit. I'm trying to get content out for you guys. I've been really meaning to start a YouTube page, but I kind of just didn't know where to start. I talked to some buddies that have YouTubes, just figured out what I could do and like where I could start. I'm just going to take you guys through a day in life. It's Monday. I figured it's a perfect time to just go through my daily routine on a Monday, go through what my day looks like, and then take you guys through some training on my meals and everything. So first off, just got up. I usually shaker bottle or like a liter of water up with 1 scoop of Relight. I really like this stuff. This is just a electrolyte blend. Do this every morning. And then now I'm gonna go do some cardio. I'll get that knocked out and then come make some breakfast, shower and stuff. So I will see you guys in a little bit. All right. Out here in the garage, about to start some cardio. So this is what I use. It's a Matrix elliptical. Love this thing. We just got it a little recently. We used to do all the cardio on that bad boy right there. Not the best thing to do cardio on when you're almost 300 pounds. So got one of these. It's been a lot better. I just do 20 minutes in the morning, get my heart rate up to like 120 to 140. That's like the target heart rate. I just do that for 20 minutes. So it's usually around 200 calories or more. I just like to do the 20 minutes just mainly for some heart health. Be active a little first thing in the morning. Yeah, I just usually put some YouTube videos on or a podcast, something, and I just roll through it. So I'm gonna get to it, guys. I will see you guys shortly. All right, guys, back. Just finished that cardio, went and showered real quick. Now I'm gonna do some of my morning routine things. Get my supplements ready, or take my supplements, take like a green shake I take. First, every day after I finish cardio, if I do cardio that morning, shower, etc. I come in here, I do a scoop of Apparel Nutrition greens. I really like this greens just because how well versed the micronutrient profile is. It's got everything you need in there. Covers just a wide spectrum of micronutrients, because if you're somebody like me right now, deep in the off season, eating a ton of food, not eating a ton of veggies just due to that taking up more space in my stomach. So this is a great way to be able to get all those micronutrients in. Then I do 1 scoop of Revive GI Plus. Like I said, when you're eating a ton of food, this is also something that's going to help just keep everything moving, keep you regular. I really like this product. I've been using this for years now, probably like 4 or 5 years. I love this stuff. It keeps you very regular. It just keeps everything moving when you're eating a ton of food. I usually tend to pull it out when I'm prepping, when I'm eating a lot less food, just because the pure fact of just not needing it. Then I just stick it in a little glass cup, and then I try not to spill it because this wand we have is crazy fast, and that's low. So that is step 1 of the routine. All right, back to the routine. Got my greens here. Not the best tasting, but gets the job done. So I'm gonna go through my morning supplements. Fish oil, I do 4 of these. And I usually have like a little container down here that I put everything in. Because no, I don't pop one open and then eat everything. Or not eat everything, swallow it, whatever. Super enzymes, just some digestive enzymes. You know, eating a lot of foods, you need as much enzyme support to help get everything down. Red yeast rice and CoQ10. Stuff is great for your heart, blood pressure, and everything. So if you're a bodybuilder, it's something you should be taking. And I just recently kind of got over like a little sinus, and that wasn't really an infection, but like a cold. I just had some pressure for a couple days, and then I had some congestion. So This stuff I've taken for years. Liana showed me it way back then. It's called Wellness Formula. It's freaking phenomenal at getting rid of anything, and it's a good preventative to take year round to prevent getting sick. This is just like super immune booster. So if it's cold season, I'd recommend taking 6 a day. With me being sick, I was doing 6 a day, so now I'm just going to start doing 3. And it's got a whole list of different things. I mean, if just to start, it's got 1.3 grams of vitamin C in it, so really good formula there. You can get that off like Amazon or anything. Let's see what else. Glyco HD, just for blood glucose support, help absorb nutrients. I take this twice a day, usually my first and last meal. Could probably benefit taking it pre-workout, but it's just, I do it first and last meal. Hemoflow. This is an awesome product for blood pressure, blood viscosity, just blood volume overall. If you're taking anything, if you're in prep, deep in the off season when you're getting heavier, this is a great product to help control RBC, blood pressure, and blood viscosity. What else we got? NAC. I do 600 milligrams of NAC. I just do 1 cap of that because what I take next is a detox formula. So this is just a whole body detox. Well, not whole body, but liver detox. It's going to help detox your body just from any free radicals. Take 5 caps of this. This is from Pure Factor. This stuff is freaking phenomenal. And then I will leave everything that you can get that's not on Amazon. I'll leave a link below in the description so you guys can check that out. You can use my discount McCall at aresnutrition.com and they get a good discount on everything. They do free shipping over $100, and then my code gives you 15% off everything else. So that's Detox Factor. This is a great product. It's a liver support basically. And then what else we got? I just do a thyroid support. This is just minerals, thyroid minerals, just to help your thyroid stay healthy. Then the last one is Multi by Apparel Nutrition. 6 caps of this. Do that every morning as well, just to cover a whole broad spectrum of different kind of vitamins. And also there's other minerals, and I think you've got things like ashwagandha in here, some turmeric, some extra CoQ10, just a ton of different stuff to help keep you healthy and just get all the vitamins and minerals your body needs if you don't get that through foods. So yeah, guys, that is everything I take. I'll show you my breakfast next. All right, guys, making my breakfast now. First thing is oats. These are not quick oats. These are just rolled oats. I get them from Costco in this giant bag. Very cheap, organic, go phosphate free. Not even sure what that is, but you know, it keeps you healthy. Whatever, I go with it. So I weigh out 100 grams on here. So 100 grams oats. Get some water in this bad boy. Boom. And then we are going to put that guy in the microwave for 1.5 minutes. And then we will stir them. All right, next we got some eggs, staple for breakfast. 2 eggs. And then I will take those eggs and put this on top of this shredded chicken. I would do this in like a pressure cooker. Makes it real easy to cook a bunch of chicken at once. Throw it all in the pressure cooker. Throw in a bunch of spices, seasonings, maybe a little bit of oil, just to keep it a little more moist since we're in the off season. It's not a big deal. And then I'm gonna throw these eggs on top of this when I'm done cooking the eggs. Guys, so just finished cooking everything. This is what my breakfast looks like. 100 grams of oats with 100 grams of blueberries. Throw cinnamon in there. I got 155 grams of chicken, 2 whole eggs, throw some ketchup on there, and then 2 slices of sourdough. And then I'm supposed to put some honey on here, I forgot. So I'm gonna put that on here in a second. But yeah, this is what meal 1 looks like for me. On my training days and my off days, it's the same. So not too different, just took the vitamins. I'm gonna chow down on this. Guys, so sorry for the weird angle, but this is the last thing that I do in the morning before I get started for work and to go to do check-ins and everything. Make some coffee. So I use this espresso maker. This is a Breville. I'll kind of show you guys. So I'll take this, put it on here. Man, I'll twist this on. Kind of hard with one hand. So I'll put that on there, and then once it's on, you put it in here. And then I put it for a double shot, so it'll put 2 shots of espresso worth of beans in here. Fill it like that. And then once it's done, take this little tamper and I press it down in here like that. So get it below the rim so then I can take this off. And then I press it one more time so it's a little flatter, a little more compact and a little even. All right, that's better. So then take this, stick it in here. A cup, it'll fit. Yeah, so I'll just get a cup, throw it in there, put 2 shots. Also put 2, I'll go ahead and just pour these in here too. Just like that. 2 shots of espresso in there. Then grab a little bit of almond milk. Because I'm an almond dad, I guess. Since I use almond milk and not regular milk. Shake this guy up. Just throw a little bit of it in here. Boom. It's like enough for like a cappuccino worth. And then boom. Oh wait, hold on. You gotta froth it. Bam. Basically like a cold cappuccino. Delicious. So I am in my office knocking some check-ins out. Kind of what I do day to day, Monday through Wednesday is check-ins, and then throughout the week is building programs, client calls, whatever else I got going on. So I online coach basically full time. That is my gig here. I got out of the Marine Corps last June, a little over a year now. And from there, I had a corporate job for probably about 9 months. It just wasn't going well. Ended up doing this full time. I dove headfirst into this, gave it everything I got. Continuing to just dive into it and continue to just embrace it. I really do enjoy coaching and helping others, help people get on stage, helping people lose weight, help people gain more muscle, whatever it may be. I just find a sense of, like, it gives me a sense of purpose besides bodybuilding, obviously. Leaving the military, I lost a lot of that purpose in my life. Whether or not I was ready to get out or not, that's all I knew from the time I was 18, left high school, to June of last year. That's all I've known. That's all I've done. And I miss it from time to time. And this has been a very hard transition for myself, going from being in the military to basically just going into that corporate job was very hard. I didn't agree with a lot of stuff, the way things were ran, you know, and it's not my company, and I just didn't like it. I didn't necessarily not get along with people, but just the things that I was taught in the military, the things I learned, the things I usually had to deal with. We were just taught to, okay, we got a problem, let's solve it, let's figure it out. And a lot of the time in a corporate job like that, it's, we got a problem, all right? It's just, and now everybody's just sitting around looking at everybody like, who's going to fix it? And it's a lot of complaining. It just wasn't an environment I liked being in. Not to speak negatively upon anybody, but it just was not an environment I liked. So now that I'm doing something that I have complete control over, I can bring my own attitude every day to work. I can bring everything I learned in the military into coaching, to helping my clients, to continue to build my business and my wife's business, because we do this together. I really enjoy it. I'm able to, my schedule with bodybuilding is a lot better too, so that's great. I just wanted to tell you that's kind of what I do from day to day, as well as if you guys are looking for any coaching, I can leave a link below as well. Same thing I did with the Aries Nutrition link. I'll put it down there. If you are interested, we can set up a call. We can talk some more, talk about what you're looking to do, talk about what you're looking to achieve, and then we can get a game plan going for it. And then I was just going over one of my prep client Candler's pictures for this week. He is about little over 2.5 weeks right now. So I'm gonna show you some pictures. So this is Candler right now. You guys might not be able to see it as well. He's not gonna look as good here, but I'm gonna flip through him anyways. Last thing, he's right there. He's really flat in these pictures, but his glutes are starting to come in. I don't know how much you guys are able to see. It looks very washed out, but I'm gonna show him anyways because I'm proud of him, and this is gonna be his first show ever, and he has just been one of those clients that has nailed everything. But he's just super involved. He asks a lot of questions, which, you know, a lot of coaches would get upset about that and can view it as somebody questioning what they're doing, but he asks me a lot of questions about what I'm doing because I know he wants to learn, and I know he's just very involved, and I really do enjoy that he's just very much involved with it. Big shout out to Candler. Keep killing it, bro. We're almost there. By the time you see this video, you'll probably be peak week, so I just wanted to kind of give a little spotlight to him. I'm gonna get back to it, guys, and I will see you guys probably for the next meal. All right, what's going on? Meal 2 here. We got 350 grams of rice here, 100 grams of avocado, and then I've got some smoking poppy from the Flavor Gang, and then 175 grams of chicken, then 2 slices of sourdough over here. So this will be meal 2 for me. It's about 12 o'clock now. I get this done, finish up some more clients. I gotta do their check-ins, and then I'm scheduling out some calls for the rest of this week. After that, I'll probably get in my meal 3, probably around 2:30. Eat that, get everything ready for the gym, and then go train, and then I'll bring you guys along for that to show you everything that I do there. So along with all these meals, big thing that helps me is I have one of these. It's a Hydro Jug. I try to get 2 of these down on top of that greens and the shaker cup of electrolytes I do in the morning. 2 of these down before the gym. I believe each is about 40 ounces of water, so it's about 80, probably a little like 120 ounces total. I like to get in before the gym. The more water I have in me with the carbs, just better overall pumps, and then the performance is a lot better. Just a little tip there for you guys. Try to get in a good amount of water before you train. It's gonna help with pumps, help with performance and everything. All right, guys, I'm gonna get back to it. All right, guys, so this is meal 3. This is gonna be my pre-workout meal. I just finished up everything for the day with work. I got a couple more things I got to do when I get home, but big chunk of the stuff is done. So now I'm going to go get ready to go train. We got 340 grams of rice in here, 175 grams chicken, a little bit of this sweet poppy sauce from the Flavor Gang. I got a code for them. You can use it. I'll add it below. Just got to add this in because it's my first video, and I just want you guys to know if you want to support me. Really appreciate it. 2 pieces of sourdough here, a banana, and then some pomegranate juice. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this stuff. It's very calorically dense. It's super antioxidant rich, so it's amazing for you. I believe 240 mLs is almost 40 carbs, and it goes down like a breeze. This thing is 50 grams of carbs. I have it weighed out for that. Along with things that digest slower, like some starches. This is a good thing to pair for some quick digesting carbs, just to increase your carbohydrate intake if you eat a lot. So I'm gonna get all this down real quick, and then I'll show you guys what I do intra workout and my pre-workout stuff before I go start training. All right, guys, so now we're gonna go over pre-workout and intra workout. Pre-workout, about 16 ounces of water, and then I'm gonna do 2 scoops of Bloodshot. This is the Liberty Punch flavor. I've been using this for a while. I really like this flavor, and I like the formula because it's non-stim, so being able to get all those ingredients in there that you want for a really good pump and focus, but there's no stimulants. So I just do that coffee in the morning right now. I don't do any other stimulants unless I really need it, like a leg day or something where I'm just tired and I need a good push. So I just do 2 scoops in here, and then for my intra workout, this is about 35 ounces of water, maybe a little more, because I fill it pretty big or pretty high. Then first things first, I do about 7 grams of just creatine monohydrate in there. So that, and then just a little more. I don't weigh it out, so it's probably like 7 or 8 grams. I don't know to be crazy exact. And then 2 scoops of super carb. This is just cluster dextrin with some electrolytes in it. So Each scoop is 25 grams of carbs. If I was prepping, I'd be weighing these out, but I'm just getting a well-rounded scoop right there. 50 grams of carb, and I do unflavored with that because the EAA intra-workout product that I use is flavored, and I don't want to be mixing flavors where it's too sweet. When it's too sweet, you don't really want to drink it while you're working out. So this is Enigma by Apparel. This has 14.5 grams of EAAs, 10 grams of BCAAs. So this thing is stacked. It's also got 5 grams of glutamine, 2 grams of betaine, and then some electrolytes in there. 2 grams of taurine, a gram of coconut powder, potassium, sodium, and magnesium there for you. So you got everything you need for an intra-workout product, just without the carbs. I add the carbs separately so I can dose that how I want. So just 1 scoop of this has all of that in it. So let's do 1 scoop. And then that's it. That's all I do for my intra-workout. Nothing too crazy. But I do like these with a lot of water because it is a lot of powder. And it is really hot here in Texas. So I try to get as much water as I can in throughout the day. And then while I train. And if it is a leg day, I usually probably fill about half of this, maybe a little more than half, or I'll just take a normal shaker bottle and fill it up and then put all that in there and kind of just saturate it. Because if I'm doing legs or something where it's a posterior day where I'm going to be doing a lot of really heavy compounds with a lot of bracing, I just don't want a lot of water sitting in my stomach, so the less is better. And then I just do less water so I can absorb all that, but not have tons of fluid in my body. So that's what I do for pre-workout intro. I'll go over everything else when I get to the gym. All right, guys, I am on the way to the gym right now. Let that food digest for a bit. It's a good amount of food, but it doesn't take me usually too long to have my food digested. Even with that high amount of food, it's digested pretty well within like 45, 50 minutes. So then I usually head to the gym. Usually, you know, when you have those large meals, you usually want to wait like 90 minutes to let it all digest pretty well before you start training. So that's usually what I do. But if I need to train within like 45, 50 minutes of me having a meal, I'm fine. It's just being able to get all that down and then still drink my pre-workout. But yeah, so today I got push, mainly chest, and then arms, and then a little bit of shoulders. I try to not go too crazy on my delts because delts are one of my deader points in my physique, so I don't want it to overpower my chest too much, and chest being one of the parts of my physique that lacks. So I don't do too much delts. I just do 3 sets twice a week, and then that's it. I don't do any like front delt movements like shoulder pressing or anything like that. But yeah, that's what we got on the table for today. I did cardio this morning. I usually do cardio in the mornings just to get it out of the way so I'm not at the gym for a freaking 4 hours, and I don't like being there that long. So I will set up the camera. I'm gonna have a mic on because it's pretty loud in my gym, and then I will kind of go through what I'm doing, what movements I'm doing, how I'm doing them, etc. So trying to just get as much content as I can in this first video for you guys, because like I said, it's my first one. There's gonna be a lot of trial and error in here. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to throw a bunch of content in there for you guys so you can enjoy. I've had a lot of people ask me about making a YouTube. I myself kind of just want to start documenting going into my pro debut, doing that in February. It's going to be the Detroit Pro. And then I got some other stuff lined up next year after that. So I just want to start documenting, maybe getting a video out a week if I can, and then moving on after that. All right, guys, just did my first set. Now I am going to move on to my second warm-up set. This is my first exercise. It's just like an incline machine press. This is an incline pure strength press. It's plate loaded. You can also adjust the handles to either do it bilateral or isolat. So I do it isolat. Obviously, both can move at the same time. Kind of similar to like doing a dumbbell press, but fixed motion. Yeah, I'm gonna take you guys through, and I will show you my top set and my warm-up set.
something big here. I'll help, little tip for incline pressing. It'll allow you to kind of get a better connection to your upper chest, is when you're pressing, press through the bottom of your palm up here, and then press in a scooping motion up. So rather than pressing straight up, it's a scooping motion. So that will engage your upper chest a little more. It's kind of like a cue I use to kind of help me. All right, this is gonna be my top set here. I'm aiming for anywhere from 8 to 12 reps. So that's what I'm aiming for. If I get more, you know, great. That's what I usually do, but I usually pick a weight where I'm gonna fail in between those reps. All right, guys, this is my third exercise. It's gonna be an incline panada press. This is plate loaded as well. These panada pieces I really like because just the way the strength curve is, you're able to get a really good squeeze and a really good stretch. And they have these awesome little foot pegs, so you're able to push the handles up, kind of get a little more assistance if your range of motion isn't as good. So start here in the lengthen part, and then press all the way up, and it presses really, really well, and it allows me to get a really good squeeze in my upper chest. And that's gonna be my last warm-up set. I'm gonna go up to like 4 plates on that. Been able to get pretty strong at this movement. When I first started doing it, I was doing like 3 plates. It sucked, but got a lot stronger. So I'm gonna go up, and I'll show you guys that set. All right, guys, so I'm finishing up my chest work. This is gonna be like an incline or a decline sort of fly. This is a Star Trek fly machine. I really like this machine. It allows you to get a really good squeeze, and it's just my choice of a fly versus doing something rather than like a pec deck or maybe cable flies on like a cable tower that are really wide. This is like exactly where you need it to be. So I'm gonna do a couple warm-up sets here, and then I'll get to the top set. What up, bro? Good night? some tricep push downs. Like to do these to where I can get in a position where I can get my triceps really lengthened right here, and I get a good squeeze at the bottom. So usually do like 1 to 3 warm-up tests. My triceps are kind of warm right now, so I won't have to do too many, probably like 2. And then I'll get into my working sets where I'll do 3, and I'll move on to some other tricep movements. Alright guys, now we're doing, this is an exercise called a katana extension, just basically over the head extension. I do it with a cable. I grab this Vulcan strap, put my hand through the 2 highest parts of it, and then I will pull it across, and then do it like you're doing a katana extension, allow you to get a really good stretch in the bottom of the movement. So that's the main purpose of this movement. So come up, stand through, sit in the stretch for about 1.5 seconds, go back up. Finished up training. Now I'm gonna make a post-workout meal. So what I've been doing is I get 140 grams of rice chips, throw it in a bowl. So that's 100. This other one. Makes it easy to get a lot of carbs in. A little bit of volume, so it doesn't blow my stomach up. Make me feel like I just ate a ton of food. So 140 grams of that. Shaker cup, water, or almond milk. I'm gonna use water, probably a little bit less. Pour some of that out. Then I do 1 scoop of carbolin. This is a fast digesting carb. It's different from cluster dextrin. It is made from potato, rice, and corn. So 1 scoop of this is 50 grams of carbs. It digests a little bit slower than cluster dextrin. It still digests very quickly. So 50 carbs there. And then I'm using this Pro HD. And then I'm gonna do 2.5 scoops of this. This is their vanilla flavor. There. And you basically are creating the milk for the cereal. So super easy to eat after you train. Doesn't have a lot of volume. Apple too, because these are really small apples. I usually just do 1 like giant Honeycrisp. And then I do a couple orange juice. So this can be a bunch of carbs, for the most part pretty quick digesting, so then I can get into my other meal. But yeah, this is what I do post-workout. It's super simple, very easy to pack if I'm going anywhere. If I'm going anywhere, I'll usually, instead of doing orange juice, I'll do like one of those palm juices, but they have these smaller, just 1 serving size. I'll do one of those with these.
Tons of carbs, easy to digest protein after you train, and yeah, just super easy to get. It is 8:58 and I am on the way to pick up my last meal. I had a really good workout today, got a great pump, but I am coming towards the end of the day and I am on the flatter side. So I get one free meal a week and I usually take it if I'm feeling it. Today I'm a bit more hungry and like I said, I'm on the flatter side. So I'm just gonna go get a burger and fries and I will show you guys what I get shortly. I got the food. I was in the car and I filmed it again in the freaking vertical mode instead of horizontal. So I'm gonna cut that out and just put this in. Went got in and out for my last meal. Like I said, I was flatter earlier today and I get a free meal once a week. So this is gonna be my free meal. I've seen a couple of my friends that are prepping right now. They all go getting in and out for refeeds, so I've just been craving it now, seeing them eat it. I still have a pretty good appetite considering all my food being as high as it is, and got a little liquid death, a little fake soda sweetened with like agave nectar instead of stevia, whatever. It tastes really good, it tastes like a cherry soda. So I'm going to enjoy this and I will see you guys. Just finished up my last meal for the day. It's been a long day today. I'm pretty freaking tired. It is 10:10 and this is about past my bedtime. I try to get to bed usually by 10:30, so I'm running a little behind today. Gonna wrap things up for the night, then try to be in bed usually by 10:30 so I can get a good at least 8 hours of sleep at night. You know, that's kind of what I want to do for my minimum. We usually feel best around 8 hours. 9 hours would be great, but we don't have that much time in a day. If you guys like this video, like, subscribe, keep coming for more. There's gonna be plenty more videos. So we're just now getting this started. Wish I would have started this years ago, but now we got a great camera to shoot this on and I've got a lot more free time with me coaching full time now. I will have free time at home at least to be able to film these videos and get out as much content as I can to you guys. Just be a lookout on these probably bi-weekly now. We'll eventually get them to maybe a point where we're doing weekly, but we'll just see where it goes. If you guys like this, like, subscribe, and I appreciate you guys following.